I'm Dave Daly with Kaiser TV, and we are here today at the Salem Kaiser Volcano Stadium. And everybody you get to meet today, Payne Patchett. He is the play-by-play announcer, and yes, he looks 18, and he is 18, everybody. And we just want to congratulate you. What an endeavor at this stage of your life to be able to call baseball games. And, for audiences, we're halfway through the season. Share with us kind of now that you're through half a season and what your perceptions were and what's the reality.
Well, really, the main perception that I had of working for a minor league baseball team is that, I knew I was going to work on a bunch of stuff. My goal was to be a major league broadcaster, but I knew that I had to do a bunch of stuff just to get there. And so, every day, especially during a home game, I have to do like 7 stuff before the game begins. Get the StatCast ready, get the rosters ready, send them to people. At the end of the day, I just, after a while, I just got used to it. I just don't really faze me anymore. But that was basically the part that I knew was going to happen. And then the other parts were obviously, how the team was going to play. I mean, we have won 30 of our first 45, which is incredible. To be honest, I never even really paid attention to the performance aspect of the team. It was just what I could do and, how the team performed. That was like an added bonus to it. And now that we're going to the playoffs, it's an even more added bonus than I ever thought it was going to be. This is very incredible just be a part of this team. Again, very grateful that this team hired me to start a broadcasting career. And very excited to see where this would lead me in the future.
Well, the feedback has been very positive, and you're a great role model. So what should young students do or young people do to get ready? If you were, say, 12 years old or 15, what are some steps that you would have implied that we can educate our younger people if they want to be broadcasters?
Well, if the younger people, they want to be broadcasters, it's something where, and this doesn't only apply to just young people. This doesn't only apply to just broadcasters. I'm sorry, I want to just extend it more to just young people, because I know people who are older than me who have taken a very long time just to find what their passion is. It's not just in broadcasting. It's in general. There are people that I know who are 5, 10, 15 years older than me who are either just found out what their passion is or hasn't found their passion yet. There are people that I know. There's this one guy who went to college to become, I think it was like a technical engineer, is a YouTuber right now, is doing a really good job at it. So that's one example that I have. And there is also a bunch of other examples in terms of my family. Through, my parents. My mom is the best example of that, finding what her passion is, helping people get fit and be healthy. And just hearing all these success stories, it's not just broadcasting, it's not just towards young people. It's towards basically anybody. Of if you want to do something, no matter how, no pun intended, out of left field it is, then just go for it. Look it up. Continue paying attention to this thing. And if you're still interested in it after looking at a couple of things about it, just keep on going and then go one step further in contacting people and do stuff, very similar to that. And then let fate just take the rest of the way, because at the end of the day, you'll be happy with what you're doing. And I believe that's what's happened here. I've basically just continued doing this, sent emails out to everyone, including the team, and I end up having this job at the end of the day.
Wow. And you are a young person, life on the road, that presents other dynamics. My gosh, you're going to be on a bus 6 hours to somewhere in Washington or down south of Eugene. How's the travel aspect been for you?
It's divided into two things in terms of being the broadcaster. If it's out of state, then that's where I really have to go on a bus. Where I think there was a trip at the beginning of the year, Boise and Spokane, where it was, I think, 7.5 hours to Boise, and then there for 3 days, and then it was 6 hours to Spokane, and it was there for 3 days, and then it was back down here, and I think I heard about probably 7 hours. I honestly forgot, but it was basically just a simple plan that I have now. It wasn't simple when I started, but it's a simple plan of just lay down with a pillow and a blanket, a phone charger, probably like I forgot what it's called, like a thing of water that I used to drink sometimes once in a while, and just sleep. Either sleep or just watch videos on my phone. And that's the plan for out of state. For in-state, it's actually way more simple, as it's basically just like a high school football or baseball game, which is that we ride on a bus from here, go to their stadium, and then come back here. in my mind, it's a very simple aspect, and I didn't really think anything more than that. For a road series, I treat that as like a bigger event than it should be, because that basically means I got to pack up my rolling suitcase and leave and go somewhere, and I do acknowledge that in the month of August, that's going to be the case. That I'm going to have to be going to Pasco for the first time and Vancouver for the first time. And I've heard a lot of really good things about Vancouver, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And of course, I have to take a look at my international plan on my phone because I've heard a lot of stuff about that. But the point is, I'm very excited to do it. And even though that we're going to the playoffs and we got that part out of the way, at this point, I just want to enjoy it and just have some fun with it and be myself throughout the whole way, basically.
Yeah, and to your mom and dad, what do you want to say to them halfway through the season?
I hope you get your tickets in advance of the playoff games. I hope we play Everett because that means I got to go back home. Yeah. And even if we don't, I hope we play Hillsborough in the division series. I might get some. I might get some. Yeah, I might get a clap back from the players or something for saying that, but this is basically just so my parents can watch not only the Volcanoes play, because only my mom has seen the Volcanoes play here, and my dad has been messaging me, and he wants to see them play, and I just want it to be as simple for them. So, for anyone in my family watching this who wants to go to a Volcanoes game, if it's a playoff game, get your tickets early. If it's not, well, get here as soon as you can, because we're not going to be here at Volcano Stadium that much for the month of August. So that's really.
And I kind of have a connection. Mike Kennedy was my best friend growing up in high school, and he posted on Facebook, my nephew's calling the game. So, Mike, you've got good relatives. What do you want to say to your Uncle Mike?
Oh, boy. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. I'm basically just going to add it with you. Yeah, apparently you got a pretty good relative. Also, because that he is on my dad's side of the family, this is also basically the dad as well. He is the one who, he is a very, very funny person and has helped me especially be more enthusiastic with the broadcast as well. I do really got to credit him for that. Everyone in my family is a huge part of why I broadcast and why I broadcast the way I do. And I'm very excited to have more opportunities to go into like a way bigger organization years into the future, so more people can listen and have fun while listening to a baseball game.
Well, thank you for sharing your passion. You represent Seattle area well. You represent here. I hope you felt like you've been embraced here in Kaiser, that we've made you feel like you're us now for your time here. And thank you very much for talking with us, and wish you the best of success.
All right.
Great example for young people.
Yep.
And
oh yeah.
For more great stories here in Kaiser, visit kaisertv.com. Thank you.